So welcome back to another episode of Jaygeons and Dragclarks, NASA, the group party. We have on the screen right there what they did in the last session. After an uneventful trip back from Argina Vost, halt down to Valakai, we're just going to go ahead and resume once you guys are back in town.
Okay, do we have any business that we need to do in Valakai, guys?
Not that I remember.
I don't think that I remember us.
I don't have anything written down, at least.
Right.
I have Blue Water Inn written down. Does that mean anything?
Oh, I do know something. Esmeralda.
Yes?
With Tony having gone to what he described as the Hall of Bones, has that changed something for us here? Like our card reading from what's her name, Madame Eva. Yeah, Madame Eva told us that we were destined to fight Strahd in a dungeon in the Hall of Bones.
Well, it's hard to say. I don't fully know. Most of the time, I didn't think that there's any truth to those things. I thought I just did that to help swindle some gold, but you know what? Next time when we're able to sit down, I'll take a look and see if anything changes.
Well, we've probably got some time right now while we wait for Hagrid and Tony to wake up.
All right, you're really going to make me look for another one of these? Okay.
So, Lucian, you actually believe in this stuff?
Well,
I thought half elves were supposed to be smart.
I mean, they did tell us accurately that we would find the Tome of Strahd with a wealthy ally to Strahd, which is the...
But who else would have the Tome of Strahd?
I don't know.
I mean,
Baba Lysaga.
Is she a wealthy ally
I don't know.
as well? A lot of people fit that description. This is some John Edward stuff. I'm telling you.
It's worth a shot, right?
So, digging through her satchel, Esmeralda pulls out a leather-bound packet, and inside that is a deck of Taroka cards. She begins to shuffle the cards up, spreads them out, does a couple of trick shuffles. Obviously not her first time around. And she pulls up the cards. You see them in the same order as Madame Eva did before. And as that one comes up, the card itself reads as Mists. And inside it, you just see rolling fog. At this point, she just looks and comes to you and looks her heads up and goes, "Sorry, right now it's a little unclear. The cards can't see where he's going to lurk. The mists obscure all when we see this card. If you give me 3, 4, 5 days, I can sit there and try these again and see if the cards can begin to see something more, but there's a chance it might have changed fate a little bit just by bobbing and weaving through a fight, apparently."
Well, fate is a fluid concept. Is Irwin around? Or Irvin, I mean. Is it Irwin or Irvin? Irwin.
You could go check.
Do I see him at the bar?
As you walk into the bar, yeah. Yeah, he's there.
Okay. Erwin, we had a little encounter with a dusk elf who said he was from a camp near a Vistiana encampment. Do you or your order know where they tend to hang out?
All right, let's go through all these chapters. We're doing all this shit.
I'm making you work for it already, huh?
Before we get into that, Erwin, let me repay a debt to my good friend here and buy him a drink.
For me?
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of do you want? We got ale. We got ale. Over there, it's older ale.
Hey, I heard of this new drink called ale.
Oh, really? What's in that?
Let's go with that one.
I think it's mostly just ale.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've got a whole bunch of that. I didn't realize I was a trendsetter.
Is the ale pale?
No, this is actually a dark ale.
Ugh. All right.
Ooh.
I'll take it because it's free.
He pours it out. He has a little bit of a laugh. And Crispin, go ahead and roll a perception check.
12. 14.
You easily notice that at no point did he ever reach for the money that you put down on the table. It's just sitting there the entire time. About 5 minutes go past. You keep on waiting for him to walk past it and put it into the till. Still doesn't happen.
Do we drink here for free now?
I think he likes you.
I don't want to take it back. That seems in bad taste.
Leave it.
Yeah.
He's got to clean the bar top eventually, right? Pick it up then.
Push it. I push it towards him.
Make a sleight of hand check.
3 plus. Where is that hidden? Oh. 7.
Yeah, as you sit there, you push it over, your fingers begin to drag a little heavy on that, and you actually have a pretty sizable push of the coin, but it pushes right towards the edge of the counter without falling off. If you're playing paper football, that's a definite touchdown. At this point, Erwin just walks right back and pushes it right back onto the counter.
Okay. I guess I'll take the gold back.
Roll a sleight of hand check.
Oh, 14 and 1, 15.
Yeah, you regain whatever money you spent on the beer.
Hooray. I don't think we negotiated a price, so
Yeah.
it's probably just a fistful of gold that Kristen assumed was enough.
I'll be bothered with that after going through all sorts of going back and forth in the book.
As I'm sipping on the ale, I sort of, toast to Crispin.
And I say, this still counts as me buying it for you.
It's a thought that counts. Does anyone remember? Did I give the grimoire of 4 quarters to Tony? Does anyone remember?
Yes.
I did. Okay. I was trying to clean up my notes a little bit. So what's our next move, guys? I vote we move for Berez.
Actually, one of the other were-ravens comes in. It's like, Irina wanted to talk to you a little bit. She did a little bit of studying, and I think she's found something you want to be interested in.
Hey, Dad.
Hey,
Can you give us a little bit more information?
I didn't understand shit about it. You might want to talk to Irina.
Okay.
Is she still here?
She never left.
Oh, okay.
Stan Lee never left.
All right then. Let's find Irina. I'm sure it won't be hard. I don't think the blue
Yeah.
world's very large.
Yeah. You remember where she was posted up when you first got towards Valakai, head up to where her room was, and sure enough, she's there. It is an absolute mess. There are papers strewn about all throughout, everywhere. The tiny little nightstand that she's been writing on has books stacked to the rafters on it, and she just kind of looks at you and goes, "Oh, yes, just the people I wanted to see. Yeah, I remember hearing about all the times where people would fight Strahd, and even if they won, he still came back and then just made it a new goal to wipe them and their families out of existence." And
I have no family.
Yeah, I started looking into how that happened, and I think I see something that might have something to do with it.
You're just gonna sidestep Crispin's tragedy. All right. What?
We do.
Who are you?
That's right. Crispin, this is Irina. She is apparently the apple of Strahd's eye right now.
She kind of gives you a little side eye for that. She clearly hates the fact that it's true.
Nice to meet you. So, I'm interested in this, not him coming back from the dead thing.
Yeah, so there used to be this society of wizards, and you look through the magical texts here, they were very, very much ingrained into society. They're kind of keeping watch over everything, and what they looked for was things of like evil arcane essences, and would try to track those. And I'm not sure if I'm right of that, but I think I might know where they used to operate from.
Well, do we have to ask, or are you just going to tell us?
I'm sorry, who are you?
not
He's a
really
new
good with
friend of
names.
ours.
Ultimately, I'm nobody. If I'm being honest with myself.
Well, hello there, nobody.
High self-confidence, that one.
Story of my life.
Yeah. So anyway, can you pull up the map and I'll show you?
I don't have one?
Laven's got it.
Here you go.
All right. As she looks through it, she's scanning her fingers over it. Map making, cartography was obviously not something she's super adept at. And then eventually she reads the elevation sign on there. It's like, yes, here, in the bottom portion of the map. Is that west, south, southwest, west, south?
Where are you from?
Hmm?
Yeah. But here, in the south. And she ends up pointing to what on the map shows as X.
Like up on Mount Gackus.
Yeah.
All right.
Sits there and goes, this might be where it's at.
I can do it for you, Jay.
So if there's anything that can help us combat Strahd's magics, it might be there.
And
Well,
this is
you
this
don't-
is like
hold
an
on.
order of wizards, you said, that are up there?
Yes.
And they know how to potentially upset Strahd's resurrection magics.
This is what I'm gathering from my research. As she points back to the whole mess of texts, it's like this is exactly what she's been doing all throughout your guys' adventures.
Well, you got to stay busy somehow.
I have to ask, because you don't know, clearly you don't understand maps. Why do you think it's there?
It has to be there. No. I've read everything behind me there. It's all I've done for the past 2 weeks. It has to be there.
And how hard is it to get there?
Well, as she like grabs the map from Laban again, if you look here, it's down at the bottom, so we have to go into the earth. I mean, sorry, no, never mind. As she turns it 90 degrees, it's on top of a mountain.
That looks like a really long road.
Wouldn't that be 180 degrees?
She's not good with maps.
She's terrible with maps.
Oh, look at me! I went to map school.
She's so bad at maps, it's affecting her geometry skills.
So, do we want to go on top of a mountain or to a drowned city? Neither particularly sound great.
I'm going to try out this going in the earth thing.
You know what we could do, actually, is we could potentially... So, looking at the map, the road to get to Mount Gacus is long. It's very, very far. Where Berez is on the map, we may actually be able to take the river to where it intersects with the road and then kind of take a shortcut. So we could actually hit Berez sort of on the way to this Wizard's Order. What is the name of this Order of Wizards, by the way, Irina?
The only thing that ever comes up, because there's different names for all of them, but if you learn their codes and if you can see the patterns, the only thing that comes up is the amber.
Oh, God.
The Amber. Okay.
While you do that, Lucian, roll perception.
All right.
Advantage.
With advantage?
Yes.
All right. Where's my character sheet? There it is. You said perception, right?
Yep.
All right. That's a 27.
You can easily notice that Viejo begins vibrating as soon as the words "the amber" leaves her mouth, and it's pretty strong for about 3 to 5 seconds, and then just dissipates.
Okay. Interesting. So, what do you guys think about kind of using the Luna River as a shortcut to get to Mount Gacus?
Yes.
Because it looks like it should take, maybe, based on distances, 2-3 days off of our trip.
As you guys are thinking of that, roll survival checks.
10.
17.
9.
12.
As you guys remember, the every time that you started going south, especially as you're going to Krachik, you remember that it got colder the farther south you went. And based off of this, what that location is showing is farther south than you've ever traveled.
Yeah.
Oh.
So probably pretty damn cold, especially up on the mountain.
So wait, what's the problem?
We need warm clothes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe we need 2 overcoats sewn together to fit Hagrid.
Or we just huddle really close together.
Or we just, like, crawl inside something.
We'll probably need some camping supplies too.
Just find an animal and gut it and sleep in there.
Tony, how much space you got left in that bag of holding of yours?
I haven't been told I'm here yet.
You are.
No, you're here.
Give me a minute to rummage.
Okay.
Make sure the dragon skull's been removed. So the answer is at least 250 pounds.
354 pounds.
Of space remaining.
Yes.
Okay. Well, why don't we go around town and pick up some supplies if we can, if there's anything being sold in Valakai at least, to get ready for some cold weather.
Should we see if we can get like a Sherpa, like a guide or something? Or do we feel confident in our ability to climb a mountain in a place we've never been?
Do
In
we,
very cold places.
DM, do we know, or can we ask Irina or Erwin about letter T? That's there where the that trail intersects with the Luna River and the Luna Lake. Is that a settlement?
Oh, the Solenka Pass? Yeah, that's just a bridge.
Oh, okay.
There used to be a
What?
installment there, a military installment, but
Oh, I did on the way to work.
they went the way of, well, basically anything else that fought Strahd.
Mm-hmm. So the only problem I see with trying to hire a Sherpa, Crispin, is someone, like we'd be hiring someone to take us a pretty long way through some pretty shitty areas, and I don't think that people do a lot of traveling anymore.
At that point, Erwin kind of busts in and... Hold up, never mind. Erwin doesn't do shit because I'm in the wrong chapter. Jesus Christ, there's so many chapters. Yeah, go ahead.
So I mean, like we've got a map, we've got an idea of where we're going, and I'm wondering if really taking the Luna River would be a more direct way to get there. Plus, it would give us access to water and stuff like that, which we don't know what that looks like along that trail, because from what I'm looking at on the map of Barovia, it doesn't look as though there's any like mapped bodies of water along the way on that particular trail once we divulge from Old Svalich Road.
True. We don't happen to have any canoes in that bag of holding, do we? No.
We might be able to get something in Berez. We might be able to pick up or use some salvage or something. Make a raft.
You could just convert the wagon.
Yeah, we could caulk the wagon and
Oregon Trail style.
Yeah.
I like it. Die of dysentery.
dibs on not dying of dysentery.
Okay, you can break a leg and die that way.
Nobody survives the Oregon Trail. All right, so shopping for winter clothes aside, guys, what do we want to do? My vote is we head to Berez first.
Second.
Now, we haven't had confirmation that that's actually the Drowned City we're looking, or the place of the amulet, right? We're just putting that through context.
More or less.
And we do know that that's where Baba Lasag is, so is that also through context?
I think it's about the same level of reliability.
Okay.
Seems like the most likely place.
Yeah.
So it's either Berez or the mountain.
Or the mountaintop.
Yep, Berez Mountaintop or the winery.
We got to think which information we feel better about, the context putting us to Berez, or just trusting about her books and saying we're on top of a mountain.
I think it's really context either way, right?
Yeah. Right.
And with the tarot kit cards, whether it's coincidence or not, being correct about the Watcher family and finding the tome there, it makes me lean closer to going to Berez and the amulet being there because of the potential accuracy of the tarot kit cards.
And it has a much less likely chance of freezing.
It's less.
So far, the tarot cards have been really the only thing that's been 100% accurate in our entire adventure. I'd trust them over, books in a world controlled by the asshole who's trying to not die.
All right.
And we're definitely doing both. We will
Yes.
make it to Mount Gacchus.
So yeah, I say let's go to Berez. Look for some bears to kill along the way to take their pelts, make some nice jackets out of them.
I like that plan.
I'm going to buy some some cold weather gear before that, just in case we
It's-
don't find any bears.
Less meaningful if you do it that way.
That's okay. I'm alright with that.
I
All
think
right.
along the river we'll find bears. Let's kill bears along the river.
So as you go to the sort of general store, you can find traveler's clothes. There's a bunch of different versions, some specifically for climbing, some for extreme temperatures, high winds. But as you look through, they all cost about the same, which is 2 gold pieces for a complete set.
But do they have any bear traps?
They do have bear traps.
I am interested in that. Not
Yeah.
necessarily for bears.
It's on here. I just saw it. Oh God, I just saw this. Yeah, there are traps, both small, medium, and large size. They all cost roughly about the same thing. They're about 5 gold pieces each and weigh 25 pounds.
I will take 3 medium, 3 large.
Okay, so you grab 150 pounds worth of traps.
Yeah, we'll go with 2 each then.
Okay, 100 pounds worth of traps and
There we go.
gold pieces to do so.
I'm okay with that.
I want one of each because
Okay.
I know I'm better than you.
10 gold pieces, 50 pounds on your encumbrance.
Are there camping supplies like tents?
There are tents, yeah. As you look through, there's 2-person tents. They can comfortably fit 2 normal, medium-sized creatures. As you look through and kind of do the math in your head, you realize Hagrid should probably have his own tent.
Mm-hmm.
But each tent costs 2 gold pieces and weighs 20 pounds.
Okay, so we need one for Hagrid. Me and Laven, or me and Tony, or me and Crispin could share a tent, and then we really need 3 tents.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this may sound racist. I don't mean it this way with the elf and the half-elf bunking together. But I think size-wise, the gnome and the half-orc make the most sense.
If you want to share a tent with him.
Well, I mean, either way, there's 2
I think
groups
we're
that
most
share
accustomed to each other's smells, too. So
I have a bird that can just wrap his wings around me and act as a little makeshift shelter.
tents. Yeah, go ahead and
You have
sleep
a
inside your
half-orc
cold metal
that
bird
can-
on a mountain, Tony. Let's see how that
Hey.
goes for you.
It'll go great because I'll just put a pile of grease there and light it on fire.
Oh my God.
I can cast heat metal on it while it's wrapping around you. We can
There
see
you
how
go.
that works.
How much would 4 tents weigh?
You have
Or I'll
to,
dig a hole.
you'd have to be a sorcerer to have heat metal become comfortably heat metal.
I am a rock gnome. I could just dig myself a hole.
How much would 4 tents cost, Jay?
You know what? The person who shall remain nameless will give you a bulk discount on those. And 4 tents will cost 6 gold pieces. He'll give you buy 3, get the 4th free.
Okay. I'm gonna pay for it. You said Electrum is 5 Electrum is 1 gold, right?
So an Electrum counts as half a gold.
Half a gold. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So then it would cost me 6 Electrum to get 12 gold pieces worth of tent.
Wait, 6 Electrum for 12 gold pieces worth of tent?
Sorry, 12 Electrum, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, anything else that you guys want? You see some really nice hammers.
How nice.
Oh my god. Roll perception.
Hagrid,
23.
You've normally done all of your hammering needs through your rapier, and you realized, oh my god, this is amazing. This is the best thing ever. Have you seen this hammer?
I
And the
knew there
next
had to be.
sledgehammers. You had no idea there are multiple kinds of hammers.
Guys, have you ever seen these before?
I'm aware of the existence of hammers.
And you didn't tell me?
I didn't know that you were only using rocks to hammer things into place. Sorry, I forget you grew up in the woods.
I would like to pull the one out of my Tinkerer's kit and go, if you mean these.
Does anyone have an explorer's kit? An explorer's pack, I mean?
I have.
I do.
Okay.
Yes.
Not
Okay,
exactly,
so
no.
we've got we've got some tinderbox. Like we've got ways to start fires. Like, is there like a camping kit? Does that exist in this game?
I have. Nope.
Now, should we actually buy some of those coats? They're only 2 gold piece each, or are we trusting me and Leovan to catch some bears?
No, I'm absolutely purchasing traveler's clothes.
Probably smart.
I'm making my own because I'm self-reliant.
To answer your question, there are 2 packs that would, I would say, effectively get you to like camp set. For a single person, you'd have the Dungeoneer's pack and the Explorer's pack.
Okay. All right. Well, we've got a couple of explorers packs. I've got 4 days of rations left in my burglar's pack. How much would it cost to get like a 10-day of rations?
For 10 day of rations. Well, in the book here, they say a single day of rations costs about 5 silver pieces.
Okay.
However, if you're buying in bulk, we'll say, once again, buy 3 days, get the 4th free.
Okay.
Tony, roll perception.
Okie dokie Pinoki. That is a total of. I lost it. 14.
You see a scale, like a merchant scale, to make sure that things are of equal weight, and you just, it looks really, really fun just to push your fingers on it to have the scale go up and down.
Does it squeak?
It does, just ever so slightly.
I want to see if I can make it squeak more.
Make a sleight of hand check.
That is a 19.
As you go through and you put just little variations on how you push down, yeah, eventually you do find that resonance and get it to squeak quite loudly.
And I just want to do it slowly over and over and over.
Everybody else roll frustration checks. No, I'm kidding.
That needs to be a new stat.
When I'm around, I think that's known as survival.
All right. And then you said it was 2 gold for the traveler's clothes.
Yep.
Hagrid.
I already have some of those.
Oh, do you?
I guess they're just for me. But I do have a set of traveler's clothes.
Okay. Hagrid, do you have enough gold to get some clothes? I know that you didn't have a lot when we came here.
I do.
Okay. I'll buy 2 sets for myself, just in case something gets fucked up.
Which it will.
Yeah.
I'll buy myself 1 set too, just in case by some off chance I don't happen to catch a bear.
At this point, Esmeralda comes in, just puts her hand on your shoulder, goes like, at least now you'll have something where when you do get the bear pelt, you know what it's supposed to look like.
Yes.
Yeah, be a template.
Yes. Thank you. And I just smile.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need a hammer.
They are 1 gold piece. Unless you want to buy a sledgehammer, then it's 2 gold pieces.
What would I do with the sledgehammer?
What would you do with the sledgehammer?
I think you could just buy the regular hammer, Leave, and
I'm
I think
just
that'll be okay.
Oh, Okay.
1 gold deducted, 3 pounds added to your encumbrance, and you get a hammer.
Nice.
All right.
And here comes the next thing in the game, is figuring out how Laven can use that hammer.
For bashing in the bear's head when I catch it.
All right, does anybody have anything else that they want to purchase before we head out for Berez?
I should probably get some winter clothes while I'm at it and some rations just to be safe.
All right, go ahead. And do you need those prices again?
If you can just throw a total at me, that'll work.
So it'll be 2 gold to get traveler's clothes that would be equipped for colder weather. And then for a day's rations, 1 day's worth of rations is 5 silver pieces. If you buy 3 days worth of rations, you get a 4th free.
I'll just buy 4 days worth of rations, so that way it's an even 4 gold.
So that'd actually be 15 silver because you got the free day.
Which is 1 gold and 1 electrum.
Okay, we'll do that. So then I'm down 3. Works for me. Doop. All set then.
Okay. Well, off to Berez we go.
All right. Let's see how far away Berez is. Berez is not the one that begins with B, because that would make sense.
I think Berez is you on the map.
It is.
Now I have it written down as Drowned City. Do we know how drowned of a city it is?
You do not.
Okay. We probably should have gotten some wet clothes.
At that point, Irina kind of or not Irina, Esmeralda comes up. It's like, so how exactly are we getting to Berez?
Take the
Very
wagon as far
careful.
as it'll take us.
We have this map.
I show her the map.
I understand how maps work. I'm not Irina.
You know what? You go left foot, right foot. Left foot, right foot.
Tony, do you like having a mouth?
Nah, it depends on the day.
I can definitely change that for you.
Yeah, it depends on the day.
No. So at that point, she kind of pulls out. It's like, so are we following the river down, or are we going to head past, go across the pass, and then start turning south?
Have you been to Berez before? Do you have a suggestion?
No.
I was planning, at least looking at the map, of taking that dotted line trail as far as the wagon would take us.
All right. Yeah, okay. All right, so anybody want to do anything in Valakai before you head out?
No, I'm pretty much good.
Sweet deal.
43 bolts. I think I'm alright.
All right. Anything you guys want to talk about?
Hold on a minute. No. No.
What did you ask us? If there's anything we want to talk about?
On the bus ride over, yeah.
Oh.
No, it's not.
Laven, exactly where in the woods do you come from?
Get a little bit more of your mac and cheese, okay?
Kind of all over.
Give me some of your mac and cheese.
We didn't really stay in one place too long.
Mac and cheese.
Who was we? Who did you travel with?
Are you shitting me?
Just, my family, originally.
I don't even know what I fucking did
Um,
last.
Where are they now?
Still wandering the woods.
How come you're not anymore? Like, what brought you to Acre that day?
I wanted to... Well, that day, I had been long separated from my family. But I left because I wanted to do more. They
I said
we're there's nothing much to that life.
What's up, pumpkin?
Okay. So you just kind of wanted more from your life?
Yeah, I felt like I could be doing more.
Did you think that you'd eventually become a hero like this? Is that what you were striving for?
Not when I started out.
Solution.
Yeah.
I know I trust you fully, but I must ask, why do you always hide in the shadows?
Hide in the shadows. I'm not really much of a hidey rogue. I tend more to, not necessarily use schemes, but I try to use my wit to keep myself out of trouble.
At this point, as Relic comes in, he's a fast talker.
You're all fast talkers. Hold on. You're all gonna have to slow down for me. What? I thought all rogues were sneaky rogues.
Yes, there's just different ways to sneak. Some sneak with their actions. He sneaks with his words.
Kind of hide in plain sight sort of thing. I specialize in disguises, personalities.
You've ever heard of a confidence man?
Kristen's just gonna pretend and just smile and say, "Oh yes, yeah." I'm joking with you guys. I knew the whole time. Yes, Thinky Rogue. Yeah.
Yeah, he's up there with the greats. I've seen some good ones. Sawyer being one of the best. He's right there with them.
Which Sawyer?
Today's Tom Sawyer.
I wasn't sure.
But yeah, I've picked up on some things. The way that I was schooled wasn't in, stealth. Not that I'm not skilled at it, but my schooling was more in sort of like creating distractions, in being the face of, like an operation, something like that. Like, kind of like in, like in Tales, where you hear people talking about, there's a group of people working on something and someone sets up a distraction by, pretending to be, someone like a dignitary or something like that. Like, I bring the pomp and I bring the circumstance.
Like pretending to be a half-orc's friend?
No, that's real.
Oh.
Roll insight if you want to.
Roll for tears.
No, I want to believe it.
All right.
I'm desperate to believe it.
It was truthful anyway.
All right. As you guys come in, you guys are in the northeast corner of this map. There wasn't really anything of super interest. Crispin, there's a number of times where you sat there and you heard rustling and you really wanted it to be bears, but it ends up being a small rabbit. And there's another time you really wanted it to be a bear, and it was just Tony rustling behind you. But as you guys come into Berez, the trail hugs the river for several miles as you're heading south into the ruins. The dirt and grass soon turn to marsh as the trail dissolves into spongy earth pockmarked with stands of tall reeds and pools of stagnant water. The thick straw of is all. Scattered throughout the marsh are old peasant cottages, their walls covered with black mildew, their roofs mostly caved in. These decrepit dwellings seem to hunker down in the mire, as though they have long since given up on escaping the thick mud that surrounds. Everywhere you look, black clouds of flies dart about, hungry for blood, and the fog here is thinner than the feather for a light flashes amid a dark ring of standing stones. Just so you guys know, your cart is still moving, but it is at an incredibly slow pace. It's about the same as if you guys were just trying to march through the mud.
That was kind of going to be my next question. Was so this is an area that looks like it was once completely flooded. Now it's just very soggy.
I mean, it's a marsh.
It's like a firecracker.
Okay.
It has characteristics similar to a marsh, which very soft earth, tough to get through. It definitely would. When you sit here and see drowned, you begin to piece it together.
Okay. Do we see any signs of life other than the hungry flies?
Roll perception.
All right. That's another 27.
It's one of those where, despite the fact you're able to like kind of cut through the fog a good bit, it is fairly thick here compared to other parts, just based off of a lot of the things that you're seeing here. Every once in a while, you spot a were-raven coming across, but you really can't see more than 100, 120 feet out in any direction, just based off the thickness of the fog.
Okay. Is it noticeably colder here? I don't know that we've really been this far south before.
Yeah, it's starting to get colder. To give you an idea in terms of temperature, think of like last week here in Illinois. It would feel a little bit, not so much windy, but just a slight biting cold.
Okay.
Well, do we keep drudging along? How close are we to Berez? Does anyone cartography well?
I'm pretty good at that.
I mean, Jay, you said that we saw like homes that were covered in black moss and stuff. We're basically here, right?
Oh, we are here. Okay.
I mean, in order to give you this, let's have Leovin roll or cartography. Let's do an intelligence check with your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
And for Lucian, you can go investigation.
Okay.
I'm 18.
Nothing there.
Yeah, based off of this, based off of kind of the landmarks that you've seen, you're about 90% confident this is the area that they're talking about.
I had a 26.
Yeah, this is definitely something. It doesn't take much to know that it's not hard to define something as drowned, and this definitely qualifies as drowned.
Okay. Well, I guess we should probably start looking for this amulet while we're here.
Do we have any more specific clues besides just...
I don't have anything written down, so I don't believe so.
Yeah.
I guess we just kind of spread out and investigate.
Well, I mean, we do
Spreading out's never a good idea when we have a target on our backs.
also,
Especially in the fog.
and we think that Baba Lasaga's here too, and she's pretty. She's basically alive by evil alone at this point. I think.
So not like spread
Right.
out, but like, make a line and walk forward.
Yeah.
So she's alive kind of like a mother-in-law, just off of spite.
Only yours, Mike. Only yours.
All right. Yeah, I think we
So
can.
let's comb the area.
Let's get a marching order established here. I'll take the lead. I think Leovin, since you're probably pretty good at like survival-y type stuff, maybe you should follow me.
Are we going single file or are we doing Broadway so we cover more?
Yeah.
I thought we were combing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought we're kind of making a I don't know what you call it.
Combing the desert in Spaceballs.
Yes.
Just like that.
What's this
Like
thing?
like a this shape,
Okay.
and then we move forward like that.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Like a search party.
Yes.
Okay. DM, what the hell's that thing? The bird-looking guy?
Yeah, what is right in front of me?
Yeah, this is a were-raven that you spied.
Oh,
Uh-uh.
okay. Is he like down here on the ground, or he's just like flitting around overhead?
A little bit of both. Kind of flitting around, trying to make himself as visible as possible in the fog, and then comes down to see what he's got.
Like fan him away.
Like, shoo.
Get out of here.
Well, let's not forget that our friends in Valakai are were-raven.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just he's too close to me.
At this point, he begins to shape into his human form. He kind of looks at you and goes, "Well, you fucking back up.
You're the bird.
You're the dick."
Nice.
How about you as a bird and my bird fight it out to see who leaves?
No, I mean he can stay, just not so close.
I take a few steps over, and I kind of grab Leovan by the upper arm, and I just like kind of push him forward a bit. Like just walk around him. It's fine.
It's a bird.
In bird culture, that's a real dick move.
This guy, he actually knows what he's talking about. In bird culture, it is a dick move.
All right. I am.
I come up to this wall down here.
Yeah.
Apparently. Is that not just like debris I can jump over, or is it anything of significance?
Faster than I can read.
Okay.
Because I last read this a fair minute ago.
So, was it a hot minute?
Not this far south.
Was the hot minute hot?
Well, then I have no idea.
Is it light
So as
purple?
you guys begin heading southwest here, where you're at, Hagrid and Crispin, you begin to see this cluster of ruined cottages separated by low stone walls and a short stretch of dirt road that somehow throughout all this remains intact. It's a little bit less soggy than everywhere else. It looks like it'd be a little bit easier to traverse on.
Hey guys, there's a road down here if we want to check it out, or if we're set on walking through the marsh.
And then Leovan and Lucian, as you come through here, you see a number of scarecrows in between all of these buildings. Based off of the amount of flooding, you have no idea, one, how long these scarecrows have been up, and if there was any agriculture that was originally there, just the amount of time and like erosion, just there's no context clues other than, hey, here's scarecrows.
Okay.
Anybody see Jeepers Creepers?
Yeah, I wanna poke it.
Oh God. Don't go for an investigation check or anything. Just poke it.
Tony?
Investigation check.
Taking the cue from Tony.
I got sticks for that.
You can talk me out of it. I haven't gotten anything out yet.
Roll your investigation check.
Can I also, because I wanted to investigate them?
Yeah, roll it with disadvantage, not poking apparently, because this is what now.
16.
All right, as you go through and you're coming through, this is like all the scarecrows are stuffed with raven feathers. It appears to be kind of ordinary scarecrows, burlap face, feathers coming out at every like opening on there. Yeah, they're.
Is it like wet, or was it wet?
It's definitely damp.
Is there anything that a 21 in investigation would have gotten me more than that?
Whoever sewed on their eyes did not know how to sew.
Okay. But they look decidedly scarecrowish and not like, something that... Actually, can I like make like an Arcana check to see if there's anything that seems like sort of golemish about them? Like, are they guardians?
Sure.
Okay. Okay. Rolling pretty good right now. Better than last time around. That is a adjusted 20.
You have no idea.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of those. You're aware of a lot of magics, but you don't know specifically enough about golem making to have a discernible opinion.
I want to try to pull its head off,
Oh man.
just in case.
All right. Go ahead and
For initiative? Yes.
roll a dexterity check.
That's a good one.
There has to be a reason there's all these there.
23.
With a gentle caress, you begin to like pick the head up on this, and you realize that like with the burlap through all this, you can't separate the head from the body because it's one continuous piece, and you literally just pull it a couple of inches up. So now this scarecrow that you're next to is about 3 inches higher than the rest of the scarecrows based off your perspective.
I think they might just be scarecrows, guys.
I don't know. There's still something weird about them.
Yeah,
All right.
like they're stuffed with bird feathers? Come on, that's not normal.
And it's raven feathers.
That's true.
At this point, Esmeralda just goes, "Oh my god, guys, come on, what part of this place is normal?"
It could be like a
Alright.
warning to the were-ravens, or they could potentially be like minions that'll come to life later. I don't know. Maybe they can be animated with a certain spell.
This is hell, where it's ruled by a vampire. I can curse for some reason in ways I can't explain because of how I was born.
Do you want this?
Scarecrows. Not everything has to be special.
I can stand in front of one and detect magic if you really want to try.
I want to take out my rapier and like point it at it and like gesture to leave and like I'm gonna saw his head off.
I'm sorry, what are you doing?
I'm trying to gesture to Lucian. I want to saw his head off, but I don't want to just do it.
All right.
Being a scarecrow.
Performance check and Lucian insight.
11.
And you said insight, Jay?
Yeah.
26.
You instantly know this is what Leovan is trying to do, but just like the pots and pans dance he did, it's very awkward and clunky. It kind of looks like he's trying to play baseball rapier.
So assuming that he is going to baseball swing at the head of the scarecrow with his rapier, I just kind of like wave him off dismissively and look at this building here.
Yeah, that one is yet another low stone wall with signs of like black mold.
No matter what you're told, we must remove the mold.
It smells really bad.
Okay.
In fact, make a Constitution saving throw.
I think I get a... Oh, I get a +2 to those. All right, that's a 21.
You just managed to stop yourself from throwing up your mouth a little bit.
That's good. I don't want it to freeze to me or anything like that. All right.
Close.
Tony's pretty far down there. Has he got anything special going
Um.
on?
Thursday has to start over.
Well, now that we're no longer just deciding to. Tony, if you look towards your southeast across that river.
Okay.
What you can see on the area not pictured in the map here, it's about over here. You can see some standing stones. It's about a dozen moss-covered menhirs that form a almost perfect circle in the spongy earth. The weathered stones range in height from 15 to 18 feet, and a couple of them lean inward as if to share some great secret with their inscrutable neighbors. A wary-looking peasant woman lurks behind the tallest stone, with a rusty lantern clutched in one gnarled hand and a dagger clutched in another.
That's a statue, you said?
No, it's a weird
Nope,
peasant
it's a-
lady.
Oh.
Guys, there's a weird peasant lady playing with weird rocks.
Could be Baba Ganoush.
Like alive?
Yeah, a living peasant lady.
Alright, we should probably regroup then. I'll cut through the field of scarecrows here to work my way towards the group.
Okay.
Can I see this thing as I'm coming through? What the hell is that?
What are you looking at?
It's this white thing in the middle of the walls there. Is that a ghost?
You can't really see because these walls up here are a little bit taller.
Oh, okay. So I don't know what's there then. Do. Meet up here with Greedo.
As you get closer and closer to the river, it does get noticeably colder. Not quite as much as like lake effects in Chicago, but it turns out the land around there is already infiltrated with a bit of the water, and you might need to change your socks when you leave here.
Good thing I bought that spare set of clothes.
Mm-hmm.
So
You guys been wearing that for multiple weeks without showering.
Is that abnormal?
Pretty normal for me.
in civilized culture, it's frowned upon.
Well, luckily I'm not civilized.
Ain't that the truth? So can the rest of us see that lady now?
I don't know what the fuck to do. I can't fucking kill him.
Over there.
Where was she at again? Could you ping that again?
Right now.
Specifically right there.
Oh, shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It has the signs of a were-raven, but it's definitely in human form.
Is the water frozen?
Go ahead. Yeah, you can certainly investigate to find out.
Okay. Investigation. 21.
No.
That's
said it was
definitely
cold.
water, guys.
That water is water and not ice.
I mean, ice is just water that's cold.
Yes.
Really cold.
Yes, but they also made a different word for it, and that's why I didn't use ice.
You said river.
Yes.
Can we
I see.
see like these structures over here in the other sort of island?
Yeah, you can a little bit. That structure appears to be kind of like a stump of a tree.
Are you saying you have to start over because you're
Like its roots kind of come up out of the ground a little bit, and it looks like there's kind of been hollowed out a little bit in order to become a hut.
Uh-oh.
That sounds like a hag's lair if I ever heard one.
It is a shorter swim, though.
At this point, Esmeralda just goes like, "You guys are assuming so much right now."
Well, what would you do?
That's what we do.
Yeah. Oh, it's worked out for us so far.
I'm
Have we tried talking to either of these people who are were-ravens? It kind of helped us out in the past, and if we're going to make an assumption, let's assume that they're going to continue to help us.
That's not the worst idea in the world.
I know, I had it.
Worst idea in the world now.
Okay.
So that one didn't follow us?
I mean, you guys kind of were antagonizing. Well, not really you guys. You were kind of antagonizing it.
Game right now.
He was in the way.
Fucking hell.
All right. Let's go back and talk to the first guy.
Or we could just cross this little stream right here.
It's probably easier to go back and talk to the other one first.
It's less cold.
You sound so dejected at that. I have to go talk to people. Oh, bother.
Seems less cold, at least. Have we met?
Sorry
this,
about our friend.
Have we met this were-raven before? Like, have we seen him at the Blue Water Inn?
I mean, based off the amount of time that you've talked to people who haven't specifically helped you, you don't really know this individual. Like, you get some vague idea that you've ran across each other in the Blue Water Inn, but you don't know specifically who this one is.
Okay. But, like, does he know us? I guess.
Well, who doesn't know us? We're freaking NASA.
That's true.
I guess that answers the question right there.
So I say to him, so I guess you know we're here looking for an amulet.
Yeah, Erwin said something about that. Wanted to make sure that you guys, actually arrived here still alive, so I can go ahead and report back that, our best chance of not being ruled by a vampire's not pissed away.
We saw this giant tree stump back there. Do you know anything about that?
Yeah, that's where Baba the Saga lives.
Fucking called it.
This point, as Mullen just face palms a little bit and goes like, "How does this work out for us?"
Totally the plan.
And is Baba the Saga fond of necklaces?
What?
Have you seen her?
I don't want to ever get that close.
So no. What's the other were-raven doing here?
Muriel?
Probably.
I guess. I haven't talked to her.
Muriel basically does the same kind of thing that I do right now. She's just the full-time recon were-raven.
Okay.
So if you need more information about what's going on, I definitely talk to her. Now, can I go report that you guys aren't dead?
Yeah, you can go let our babysitter know that we were here. Okay.
All right.
You might want to wait till after we check out that tree stump.
I really don't want to be here anymore.
Okay.
And I'll walk away.
At this point, he transforms back into his raven form and begins to fly back north.
Good riddance.
Kind of coming back down to where we were.
Before that happens, Laven, make a dexterity saving throw.
Uh-oh. 11.
You just barely dodge a piece of bird shit that he's about to throw right on you.
Don't think I didn't say that.
Can Muriel see us? Like, does she notice us? Is she watching us?
Let me make a quick measurement here. Yeah, as you guys get towards the other side of the river, yeah, she can begin to see you.
Okay. I wave her over because I'm not really looking to walk through all this water, and she can fly. So.
Yes, she turns into a raven, comes on over, flies on over here, comes back into human form.
What a power move! Making us walk.
Kind of like a jumpy stance to her. Like everything just kind of takes her a moment. You get the idea she's been alone a little bit too long.
Oh, Muriel, how are you?
Hey, hi, hello? Yes.
We're here looking for an amulet, and we understand that Babula Saga also resides here. What can you tell us about her?
Yes, yeah. Did you know she can fly? But it's not really her. It's a magic skull, and she gets in the magic skull. It's a regular sized skull, but she can fly.
So she flies on someone else's head?
It seems that way, yeah.
That's kind of creepy. Does she have an amulet around her neck?
I mean, maybe. I don't like getting that close to her. She's kind of scary. But yeah, I mean, she comes out, she flies around, and she brings back a whole bunch of items. Once again, I don't like being around her.
What sorts of
Now,
items?
have you seen any other amulets? Like this?
And other amulets. Typically, jewelry doesn't happen a lot over here.
What items does she bring back?
Sometimes it's components for spells. Other times it's scrolls. She's a little bit of a writer. It seems like she spends a lot of time just yelling at herself and saying, "Oh no, that's not right." Yeah, she also likes using those scarecrows over there. Sometimes she casts magic on them and they move.
Called it again.
And at this
Well,
point,
yeah,
Esmeralda just goes, "Oh, come on!"
Are you afraid of scarecrows?
Why would I be afraid of scarecrows?
Well, you're a crow.
They're scary.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're speaking to the other person. I thought you were still talking about Esmeralda. Because, yeah, if something was stuffed with feathers that came from people like you, I wouldn't be too happy about that.
I'd be
So
more confused about the feathers.
I was going to ask you, Mario, about the scarecrows. They do seem to be filled with raven feathers. Are those fallen were-ravens from the Order?
Yeah, I can answer that with the following. I am the 23rd Reconnaissance Were-Raven here to Berez. If you fly too close, she likes to use target practice on you. And then
No.
down, she kind of likes you to be in between both Raven and human, because that's when you have the biggest feathers and you can stuff these the most.
Thank you.
That's
Creepy.
disturbing.
I would not like to be one of those ravens.
Now, you said she leaves every night. Is it like on a schedule type thing that she's gone for X amount of time every night at a certain time?
I never said that she leaves every night. She just leaves on a flying skull. Did you know she could fly?
Yes,
That's
you mentioned that.
Is she here right now?
Yes, she's here right now.
Okay. What else can you tell us about her, about Berez, about your time here doing recon in Berez?
She does like to fuck with the wine. Sends some those scarecrows over there. Yeah, the ones made with people like me, over to the Wizard of Wines, and then just wanton violence.
All right. Well, I think, guys, that kind of informs us a bit on the winery that Erwin wanted us to take a look at.
She also likes to eat goats over there to the west a bit. I always see her bringing goats in, but as I fly around, I never see as many goats there as she brings in.
Where
Okay.
do those come?
I also don't see goat bones, so I think she eats them whole.
New plan, guys. We polymorph Tony into a goat.
I like
And
it.
we offer a gift, or we just draw her out of her hut and then we sneak in and look through her stuff. I'm sure she has an amulet. Tony, you may not like the end of the plan, but you are a key part, and know you did NASA proud.
I mean, you did tell us once that you're delicious.
Can I take off now?
Yes, thank you, Muriel.
Thanks. Hopefully we never have to talk again.
Nice lady.
Skittish, a little squirrely.
Yeah, little job.
Hagrid, are you seeing any like signs of movement in the hut?
Make perception.
Adjusted 21.
You can definitely see that there is a really, really fugly woman right in front of the hut. You don't see the goats that were being spoken about, but based off of what preliminary and little research the party did on Baba Lysaga, you get the idea that that might be the person Muriel was talking about. You also don't see a skull.
Do we hear goats bleating?
Or bleeding.
You know what? Roll a nature check.
Wow.
3.
No.
22.
No.
Oh.
Actually, Levin, when you go that, you think you hear bleeding, but that's actually you making the sound out of your own mouth. Trying to make sure that you understood what bleeding sounds like.
Guys, did you hear that?
I heard it coming from you.
Oh.
I have to change up a 3 and a 21 somehow. How'd you roll a 3 on a nature check, by the way? Aren't you a ranger?
my nature is only a +1.
Okay.
Alrighty. Should
All right, so just to condense information here, Baba Saga, bad.
Mm-hmm.
We need to kill her, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do we make the...
Wait, do we necessarily need to kill her, or do we think that she might know a weakness of Strahd?
We need the amulet that's here.
Well, at this point, Esmeralda comes in. It's like, yeah, Baba Lysaga was Strahd's midwife, the one who essentially raised him. We'd have to undergo a lot of training in order to try to extract that information from her. However, I would feel better with her dead. This is just my 2 cents.
Okay, death. All right, now, do we take the initiative now, or because I can cast, or attempt to cast Hold Person on her from this range? But obviously we are initiating conflict.
Right.
I could dimension door myself and one other person to the other side of the island behind her, so we could eventually come in on multiple fronts.
As you guys continue talking, I need to use the potty, so I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Copy D8.
Hagrid and Leovan, you guys both can do ranged stuff, and Tony as well. So, potentially Leovan are the 2 people that would maybe need to be on the island, right? Because Crispin, you can cast spells, so you don't need to be like right up in it. But you do need to do the dimension door.
I do need to do the dimension door.
Yeah.
If we want to burn through both of my spells, I could always polymorph someone else into a bird or something. But, and I'm sure she's smart enough. We could always try to polymorph someone into Strahd and talk to her.
Ooh, can we do that?
She's probably magical as fuck and will probably know right away, but...
What if we use a disguise?
Oh, just a non-magical disguise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got disguise kit. I could try to make myself up as Strahd.
But then she also might be able to detect that you're not magical as fuck at the same time.
But then also, what's our end game there?
Yeah.
just catch her off guard a little bit.
Like, okay, I look like Strahd now. What? Stab?
Yeah?
Yeah, while I'm pretending to be Strahd and confusing her, you stab her in the back. I don't know.
Hey, Mom, have you seen this dagger I have? Come see it closer.
You want to know what this dagger tastes like?
Yeah, I
You
think
know
the
that
rest of us can kind of just. Cool.
she's serious evil and probably serious powerful.
Yeah.
So whatever we need to do to stop her from being able to conjure or cast.
Yeah, I think if we can get Lucian to like sneak up on her in some fashion, because he can like pack a punch when he is undetected.
Yeah, I can. Yeah. Yeah. We can dimension door over there, and I can always even put invisibility on him, but he's probably good enough on getting behind her.
And then like us across the way can kind of draw her attention.
Now, do we have anything in the bag of holding that can make a makeshift bridge so you guys could cross over quickly if need be? So that's only like
It only looks like
10
5
feet.
to 8 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we
Hagrid could just lay down.
How
And,
how deep does that small part of the like stream look, DM?
Based off of look, you can't really tell because of how murky the water is.
Mhm.
However, based off of what you've seen everywhere else with the you've never really seen water deeper than somewhere in the 5 to 10 foot range.
but it's only like 5 or 6 feet. We should be able to standing long jump that.
Right.
Tony, can you tinker something? Or do you have something that you like tinker materials?
Well, I think Hagrid's got a point. I think him and Leovan could probably pretty easily
Just
jump across
athletics the
that.
shit out of it.
Tony
Yeah.
can use Aes to fly him across if he
Okay.
wants, if he even wants to come across. Really, it's you and I could probably like make a little deft maneuver to get over that water, but it'd be obviously easier to dimension door there.
Like mention door thing.
Yeah, and go. I mean, not to meta, but yeah, my level 4 spells. That's probably the best way to spend it.
Sure.
And hopefully she doesn't have any warding spells around her person.
I guess we'll find out. So how do we want to start this? Do we want to start with me and Crispin dimension dooring over there, or do we want to start with you doing hold person?
I feel like you guys want to move first because if we draw the attention, she's going to see you.
Okay. So would we go? Where would we go, Crispin? Like here, behind the hut?
I might even go a little bit farther just in case there's magical wars around the hut.
My only issue with that is then
Want
we
to
potentially be
be
too.
far enough away that,
Yeah.
that Lucian's first attack isn't going to be as effective.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can only move 30
Yeah.
feet. So
I go right around here then.
yeah, like in this area.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, I'm not like Laven, Mr. Long Legs over here with 35 feet.
Yeah.
You should have thought of that.
Yeah, I should have
So-
thought of that for us. One of my parents was a stumpy human.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to time it that I'm doing the dimension door right at the same time as you do the hold person. So that way if she notices us as we dimension door over there, you're already attempting to hold her.
Sure. I think that sounds like a good idea.
All right. Sounds like we have a plan in place.
All right. Let's do something stupid on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Let's do something stupid.
All right, DM. Can we initiate? What are we doing?
So you guys have all planned. I want to, if you guys just want to go on your plan, we'll act it out step by step.
All right.
Okay, then Hagrid, while you start praying and casting, Crispin, I put my hand on your shoulder and let's go.
All right.
All right. I take up my small piece of straight iron, and I attempt to cast Hold Person on Baba Ganoush.
All right. So we'll start off with Lucian, Crispin. Crispin, make a saving with.
I'm sorry, what was that? It was cutting in and out.
Make a charisma saving throw to begin with.
Okay. 13 plus, what's my charisma for? So, 17.
Did you ever watch Scrubs?
I did.
When JD was going through a cold streak, as soon as somebody touched his back, he sat there and began to shiver a little bit. That's what it felt like when Lucian patted you on the back. But that's another flavor saving throw. So we'll start with Dimension Door on that. Based off the fact that you can see everything, you guys can just shift to wherever you want a Dimension Door.
Yep. So right around there then. All right.
And then with Hagrid, for that, looks like we'll need to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Correct.
Just based off of the fact that she does not recognize you there, she's going to sit there and do that with disadvantage. And +7. How does a 14 sound?
14 does not make it.
All right, you see her, her eyebrow begins to come up just a little bit, and then it gets stuck there. It looks like she's about to have a word, but never comes out. Tony, make a perception check with disadvantage. Leovan, you can as well.
Okay. With disadvantage? Ooh, it didn't matter. That's awesome. 25.
Tony?
I got a 9.
All right. Tony, you sit there and look at Baba Lysaga and goes like, damn, she ugly. You begin to hear some sounds behind you. You make a quick turn around, and you notice that all these scarecrows here were programmed to move. And they begin to get, like, they're going to spend this next turn just getting off of their posts.
Should have cut them up.
Crap, guys, we got a problem.
I don't know that we have a problem. I think that
they're full of feathers. It's okay.
Yeah. At this point, Esmeralda says, bigger fish to fry. If we're going to get killed by feathers, we get killed by feathers.
If we dispense with Baba Lysaga, then the scarecrows die. So let's
finally a great idea. Listen to the tall man.
Which one? They're all tall.
Anyway.
All right, next up.
Can I see that the hold person spell worked?
You can, because right now it looks like we'll roll initiative.
Cool.
I can do that.
Ooh, Neil.
Because apparently I just gave us a free-flowing surprise round.
It's pretty cool.
Thank you.
P cool, Jay.
I mean, it's your guys' plan. It worked out.
So far.
Yes, so far.
And she still hasn't taken any damage, so it's not like it's really worked.
Oh.
Yeah, but she's not flying on a skull.
That's
Should
true.
have been tricky to deal with.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so
20.
you should keep your eye out for a skull we can steal.
Or smash with a hammer.
25 to 20.
No one else was excited by that.
I know. I liked how that came full circle. That was good.
I laughed.
First off, Leovan, if you don't have inspiration, fucking take it now.
Yay.
Yay.
I got a
And
19.
then yours will be different in inspiration. Yours will work like bardic inspiration. Any check that you want, whether it's damage to hit, saving throw, skill check, whatever it is, you get to add a d6 to the roll.
Ooh, cool. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is new.
That's going to be our new one-liner inspiration.
Ooh, okay.
All right, 15 to 20.
19.
I got
18.
18.
18.
So I got Lucian with the 19.
Sorry.
Who else had 19?
No one else had 19, but Crispin, Hagrid, and Tony all had 18.
My initiative's +1 for the.
Oh, I don't care about that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he just has everybody go. Like, you choose
Yep.
who goes first.
Right.
Yep. 10 to 15.
13.
5 to 10.
I think we got everybody.
Yeah, except for the one person. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, we do have everybody. We're starting the round off with Lucian.
All right. I am going to use my 30 feet of move speed because I did the measures. I did the measures. And I'm going to shout, "My grandma, what big cuts you have!" as I slash her with BAO.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit with advantage.
All right, that is a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. Gotta grab all my dice because that's 6d6. All right. So that's 24, so 48 from the dice.
Hold up.
It's a critical because of the paralysis from hold person.
You got from looking up a skill, so just write down what you got.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So how
Okay.
much damage is it take?
It's gonna be 54 damage total.
54 damage total. Okay. Damn.
Nice.
And then I will use my bonus action to do my offhand strike with my. I'll use my flame tongue dagger.
Okay.
Wow. Roll with advantage, and both of them are 3s. So I'm guessing that a. What is it? Is it +9? Yeah. So I'm guessing a 12 misses.
That's correct. A 12 misses, and she's actually going to use a legendary action to cast a spell without a certain component, and she's choosing somatic component in order to cast Hellish Rebuke at the 2nd level.
Uh-oh.
So I need a dexterity saving throw from you.
Okay. That is a 12.
A 12, so you'll take full damage.
Fuck.
14, and you'll take 17 points of fire damage.
Because of evasion, I actually take half if I fail.
All right. Then, because of evasion, you instead take 8 or...
Yeah, 8.
Yeah, 8 points of fire damage.
Cool. That's still not cool, but...
It's less than cool.
All right, I am done then. That is my turn.
Okay. That brings us to the hut going first.
What?
Java?
At this point, you see that the hut begins to rise, and all the roots come out, and just... It's now a walking hut.
Oh my god.
That was unexpected.
This is not going to be
And
good.
I pee a little.
dear fucking god. What have we done?
I have heat metal. I don't have heat wood.
I think that's just called fire.
At this point, it is going to come this way. That's its. Yeah, it has move speed for that, and it is going to make. Two root attacks, one against Lucian, one against Crispin, and then it is going to throw a rock with its third attack.
Ooh.
So, starting off with Crispin. That is a natural 20. And then just based off that, I'm going to roll the d10s instead. I'm going to be kind on this one. Uh, 7, 16, 21, 27. That's going to come out to be 36 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, boy.
And then we'll go into Lucian's attack. That is a 26 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. I'll use Uncanny Dodge.
All right. Can you, because you already used your reaction?
Evasion does not cost a reaction.
All right, cool. That's 12, 22, 26. That will come out to 30 bludgeoning damage. And then it's going to throw a rock, and let me see who he's going to aim it at. He's going to aim it at Hagrid. And then to hit, that's also a 4. How does a 16 do?
Nothing.
Nothing. It was, you threw a rock and you took your really, you timed it up great. And with, do you have hand axes or hammers, or what do you have for your weapon?
Longsword.
A longsword. You sit there and you time it up just right, and you hit it with the hilt of your longsword, and it just flies away harmlessly. Congratulations, you're a superhero. At that point, we'll go into the triad of Crispin, Hagrid, and Tony.
I'll go last.
Crispin, it looks like you need to do whatever you need to do to get yourself out of harm's way.
All right. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself at level 3 first off.
Okay.
And that'll give me... 10 plus 4, 14 back, so I'm still not great, but better. And now what do I want to do? Now I'll cast Thunder Wave at the second level at this hut.
Okay. Is that a Constitution saving throw?
That is. Constitution 15.
Okay. How does a 17 sound? And hold up. There's an ability here I'm trying to figure out.
Fucking, why does the tree have an ability? It's already a living hut.
Yeah, roll a 17. Roll damage.
10.
That's the natural damage or halved?
That's the natural, so 5 is halved.
Cool. 2.
And that is...
There we go.
3 and a 2. 4. Okay. Interesting. I'll take an attack of opportunity if I move, so I think I'm done.
All right. That'll bring us up to Hagrid and Tony. I believe Hagrid will be going next because Tony volunteered to be last.
Right.
Yep.
Well, whatever I do, I don't want to break my concentration spell on the hold person.
Okay.
So I guess I will just move.
All right. You can cross the river. It will count as difficult terrain.
Okay.
Just so you, based off of being close enough and seeing how quickly, or based off your best senses, that's what you've come to the conclusion of.
Okay. So that is my move right there.
Okay.
If I were to try and take an action, would I be able to find out if I can maintain my concentration?
What are you trying to do to see if you'd have to, if it would break your concentration or not?
Cast another spell.
As long as it's not another concentration spell.
So what's the spell?
Well, I would like to unload my big bazooka here and go with my 5th level flame strike, which is not a concentration spell.
What?
Then it
No,
sounds
eat them.
like you'd be okay.
Yeah.
All right, since it's a 10-foot radius.
At this point,
Each creature, though, that's yeah. So I'm putting Lucian in harm's way there, unless I just attack her or the hut. Once again, I'm thinking that if she dies, the hut dies. So I'd like to cast Flame Strike right there.
she is going to spend another legendary action in order to have another reaction. And she's going to cast Counter Spell at that. And she needs to roll to see if that will be successful. So you said that's a 5th level spell?
It is.
Okay. She rolled a natural 1. It comes down. Go ahead and roll damage.
Bitch.
Not bad. That was 12 fire damage and 12 radiant.
All right. Cool.
And I already used my movement. Can I dash?
Not after casting a 5th level spell.
Okay.
You still have a bonus action though. To do something like a spell.
Well. All right. I'll just expend a cantrip then. Against Sacred Flame.
All right. Sacred Flame is a roll to hit, or is that a saving throw?
Dexterity saving throw.
Cool.
For a
That
paralyzed person.
Disadvantage. It's a straight up 12, so if I've got that wrong, no matter what, it did damage.
Yes, it did.
Yeah. So I'm trying to remember with paralyzed, do you automatically fail dexterity saving throws? And I think the answer is yes.
Let me look. Actually, I had that up. Automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws, yeah.
Cool. Then that 12 doesn't even matter. It failed anyway. It failed hard. Starting
That would be 11 more radiant damage.
Okay. Sweet deal.
And that ends my turn.
All right. That actually brings us up to Tony.
Alrighty. Let's see here. What do I feel like doing here?
Have AS pick you up and get you in this shit.
Yeah, we'll do that.
On
Got a
top
60.
of the hut.
On top of that. Oh my god, use the hut as a mobile spellcasting platform.
40, 45. Let me double check this real fast. Don't remember what his fly distance is.
It's either 60 feet or 120 feet.
Yeah, it is
Drop on
80
the hut.
foot.
80 foot. I'm wrong. So hard.
Happens to the best of us. And Jay.
Well, let's give it a shot then, I guess. Fuck it.
Plant a bomb.
I'm going to try and fly myself on top of the hut.
Okay.
This can't possibly.
Easy enough to do. I mean, it's a giant flipping hut.
Hey.
Is it made
Well,
out of
this
pizza?
works then. Let us do then. Boop-a-doo. I guess. Well, she got rid of the somatic, so. Fuck it. We'll make her slip and slide. We're gonna cast grease on her ass.
Okay. So grease happened. Grease is all around her. Mark it down. But because she's paralyzed and is incapable of muscle movement, she's going to save the dexterity throw until the first time she moves.
All right. Let me get a good color for that. That's not.
Guess is like a really dingy brown.
There.
Okay.
Oh, that way it shows up on the map.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then that's pretty much all I can do, I think. Yeah.
All right. That brings us up to the scarecrows.
Oh, man.
And like I said, they get off their post, so their move speed effectively will be 5 feet for this. They were stuck on good.
Bitch ass scarecrows.
And that brings us down to Laven.
All right. I want to try to jump the river.
Okay, athletics check.
I'm going to fall in the river.
What'd you roll?
Oh, no, I have an okay. A 9.
A total of 9?
Yes, a total of 9.
All right, you get about 90% of the way through the river.
Splash.
Yes.
Okay.
It's cold and it's wet and your knees weak, arms heavy, mom's spaghetti.
Is that what he says?
No, that's just the feeling you have right now. Super cold, starting to shiver.
Okay. Then I get back up on the land, all wet apparently.
Mm-hmm.
I think Tony might have the hut under control, hopefully.
Okay.
I'm standing on top of it. I wouldn't count on it.
Is the hut made of wood?
Yes, it's made of wood.
Well, you know, sometimes they're different.
It could be stone. I get what he's saying.
Yeah, it was literally the bottom half of a tree that was been hollowed out.
Or if it's alive, so maybe it's, biological, I don't know.
Maybe it's
Anyway.
pseudo wood.
Be wrong.
It's just, that fake wood finish stuff.
Wood veneer.
Anyway. Now that I'm here, I am going to fire an arrow at the hut
Okay.
with one of the arrows that light on fire that I made.
Okay. Roll the hit.
Ooh. 12.
You shot high. It's a pretty massive structure. It almost looks like you were shooting for Tony instead of the tree and still missed.
All right. Try it again. 16.
A 16 just barely hits.
Yes.
You're doing a really great job of being a ranger against a giant tree.
It's not my normal target.
trees are friends mostly.
9 piercing. And what did we say for the fire?
Roll an extra 1d6 fire damage.
Okay, that's a 5.
All right. So, what was the original damage?
9.
9 plus 5.
Yeah.
14. 2, 4. All right. You guys got it to a nice triple-digit number now.
Is it on fire?
No.
Okay.
Wait, did you say that the tree has triple-digit hit points?
You don't know that.
It doesn't seem terribly worn down, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah. It looks like a tree that just happens to have an arrow in it.
Good to know.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, this arrow landed so hard it cut a tree in half. God, what is this, a Bruce Lee movie?
Sometimes.
Yep, all done?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Now it's Lasaga's turn. She's going to start off by rolling the wisdom saving throw. And that will be enough to break her free of the hold person.
Shit.
She's going to use her last legendary action of the round in order to give herself another turn. At this point, she's going to... she realized that Hagrid was the one that cast the spell, and that triggers the grease spell for the dexterity saving throw. What's your spell DC, Tony?
That is 15.
She rolled a 17 on her dexterity saving throw, so she can cast the spell without falling over. And she's going to cast Finger of Death at Hagrid.
That sounds nice.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, Hagrid's about to get fingered.
Ew.
Constitution saving throw, Hagrid.
That is a 16.
Unfortunately, that just fails. So that's too many dice here. You take 64 necrotic damage.
What the fuck?
Okay.
At that point, she will then also cast Misty Step in order to move without provoking opportunity strikes, in order to move there. And that ends her turn. That brings us back to the top, Lucian.
I have a quick question that we probably should have asked a while ago. Does our +1 to Strahd and Strahd associates count towards this?
Yes.
Or +1 AC, okay. Cool. Sorry, go ahead, Lucian.
Yeah, Lucian's turn.
Jesus fucking Christ. Alright, I can't get around the tree to get to Baba Lysaga. So, I'll use BAO to make an attack on the tree. Am I flanking the tree?
Technically, yes.
Okay. So do I have an advantage on the attack?
Technically, yes.
Okay. I'll attack the tree with BAO. Just chop at one of the roots. Dear God, both of these dice are going to jail. Does a... hang on, I need to look. Okay, yeah. Does an 11 hit the tree?
Mm-hmm.
No, as you swipe through, most of the trees that you've ever had in your life were very stationary. And a moving tree does enough to throw you off.
All right, I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage and get around this grease trap and out of here.
All right.
And that's it for me.
Okay, that brings us to the hut. The hut is going to make another strike at, or it'll make 2 strikes at Crispin and then throw a rock at Lucian.
It was nice knowing you guys.
So those came out to be a 22 and a 13.
The 22 will hit. The 13 it ties my AC. So yeah, both hit.
Both hit. You know what? Just here we go. Takes 60 bludgeoning damage.
And that puts me below 0.
Okay.
We're coming for you.
The rock. 28 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Takes 21 bludgeoning damage.
How much?
21.
All right, I'll use my reaction to uncanny dodge.
Okay. So that will come down to 10.
Yeah. Okay.
And at this point, you see that the hut begins to sort of shine a little bit. It's got a weird crimson hue surrounding it now.
Hey, where is Esmeralda?
You know, I probably should have put her on the map.
Yeah, she has not contributed.
You know what? Here we go. She's right there. There's Esmeralda. Esmeralda's going to... And with that, she's going to attempt to cast a curse at the saga. Let me see how that works. Yeah. Ooh, dang! Esmeralda did a great thing. Esmeralda's curse is trying to go so she'll have to charge forward in order to do that. To about right there. Once again, she sings the incantation that she had on Rahadin that gave him fire weakness. She does again on Baba Lysaga, and as you see, the color around Baba Lysaga begins to change, and it looks like there's very faint flames surrounding it. And then she is going to, with her bonus action, cast Protection from Good and Evil on... Or, no, never mind. That's not what she's going to do. Yeah, if she had wizard spells prepared. Damn it. I'm trying to save Crispin here. She's going to cast Mage Hand to take one of her potions of greater healing and force it down Crispin's throat. In which Crispin will gain 5, 9, 11, 15 points of health back.
Woohoo. Nice. Start slowly making my way up, or trying to.
And then Stream, yes, I know that's not exactly how you're supposed to use Mage Hand, but she's a wizard. Fuck it. If it helps, she could have thrown it over in order to cast Mage Hand, and the Mage Hand took it all the rest. That's what's happening. That brings us, the hut just went, so that's Crispin, Haggard, and Tony.
All right, once again, Crispin, I think you need to.
Yeah. I'll take one last slash at the tree with my great sword of great swording. And that'll be a 16.
16 just barely hits.
And that will do horrible damage. 3 plus 2, 5 damage.
Okay.
And now I will cast Dimension Door on myself and get the hell out of there.
All right, you do that.
I'm going to go way the hell over here for now.
All right, you do that.
And that will be my turn.
Okay. Hagrid and...
All right, I'm going to do this just because I want to see what the hell can happen. And I want to cast at the 4th level Banishment on Baba Lysaga.
All right. Hooray, new spells I have to read up on.
It's a B, though, so you don't have to go too far into the book.
Yeah, I was at F for Finger of Death.
Oh, okay.
A charisma saving throw or be banished. You attempt one creature. To a harmless demiplane.
So while Jay is perusing through it, basically I'm attempting to send Baba Lysaga to a different plane of existence for a duration of 1 minute.
Okay.
In which she will be useless, and hopefully the rest of her shit will be useless, and we can attack the fuck out of that hut and before she comes back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it because the +1 to our AC doesn't matter when it's rolling 26s.
Yeah, exactly.
Goddamn psycho tree.
So it rolled a its charisma. So as you sit there and you think
rolled
really
what? Sorry,
about
roll.
how good it would be if Baba Lysaga wasn't there, there's just a loud, and Baba Lysaga is currently not present.
Sweet. Ugliness gone.
He's disappeared into thin air.
The hut is still...
And this is why you give your enemies counterspell.
Does the hut still appear to be sentient, moving, whatever it is?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Nothing's changed.
Oh boy.
Set it on fire.
So, all right, if Baba Lysaga's presence is gone, that means her magic is gone too, isn't it?
Yes, that'd be a great thing if the magic is what created that.
Oh. I did not anticipate that.
It's alright, it was worth a shot.
On there. It's just t-shirts that said, I did not anticipate that. NASA 2018.
Well, hopefully that's not on gravestone for all of our party members right now.
We still got a lot of time to wear down this shack, though, before she comes back, so... Not necessarily a bad plan.
However, if it does make you feel better, you turn around and all the scarecrows have just fallen down.
That does make me feel a little better. I mean, I gotta get something from
Direct
that.
response to magic.
Yeah. All right. So since that was my bonus action, I'm gonna try.
That's fourth level. That's your main action.
I'm sorry.
That was a fourth level spell. That's your main.
Oh. All right. Do I still get a bonus action then?
Oh yeah, you do.
All right. With that bonus action, can I cast another spell?
As long as it's not concentration.
Right.
Or above second level.
Yes, but I'm assuming he knew that.
Well, that leaves Mass Healing Word out. I was going to try and help everyone.
As Hagrid's thinking, we'll go to Tony.
Okay, so I have a hut to deal with. Interesting. Where'd it go? There it is. Well, I might as well. Could I pull out one of the bullseye lanterns from my cloak of many... Hold on, I just had a thought.
All right, I figured out what I want to do.
Cool, go ahead.
I want to use Preserve Life, which is a divinity ability.
Okay.
And any creatures within 30 feet of me, which I believe is most of the party, except for Tony.
Okay.
I restore a number of hit points equal to 5 times my level, but it can't be more than half creature's hit point maximum.
What was the ability called again?
Preserve Life.
That's a cleric ability, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Cool. I'm not even going to bother looking that up. Go ahead. Take your hit points, everybody. Baba Saga would try to stop that, but she can't because she's banished.
You said it's 5 times your level, Hagrid?
Everyone can get 45 hit points back, but it can not restore you to more than half of your hit point maximum.
Okay.
So up to half of what you had before.
That puts me at 1 shy of full.
And since I get where is it now?
39.
I have an ability to point back as well.
And I just realized how great you were to milk out all of my legendary actions before you cast banishment, by the way, Hagrid. Very nice.
Yeah, I did notice that you said last, so yeah, I figured that was awesome. As Blessed Healer, I can also heal myself.
Cool. All right, Tony, you're up. Bullseye Lantern. You have an idea.
I did have an idea. I want to take out the lit bullseye lantern that is part of my cloak of many things.
Cool.
And I want to proceed to smash it on the top of said wooden hut.
Okay, go ahead and make a melee attack without your proficiency modifier.
Alrighty. Melee attack.
Improvised weapons.
Without proficiency?
Without proficiency.
19.
19 hits. As you bust down, we'll call that 1d4 fire damage.
Okay. So after doing that, oh crap, wrong thing. I want to get my happy ass. I just deleted myself. I'm an idiot.
True story.
I don't know. I can't undo that.
Where'd he go?
Uh-oh.
I just freaking got banished with the Babala Saga.
Yeah, I look back at Hagrid. Hagrid, did you do it to Tony too?
Oh, I shouldn't have done that.
I should not have done that.
Yeah, I can't get myself back.
Hold on.
That's funny.
Just here again.
Oh my god, all these pages don't have Tony.
What if he just gets back out of and then reinitializes roll 20?
No, it's he deleted his token.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Jay has to put his token back on the page.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this is exactly why you never hit the delete button ever.
Yeah, how did you manage that, Mike?
I'm special.
I'll say.
There we go.
the delete on the number pad is right next to enter, so I don't. Maybe that had something to do with it.
All right.
Maybe.
Yeah, that had something to do with it.
Part
I'm
of
going
the
to get
Yeah,
our
just-
happy asses off.
Permanent dexterity negative.
Go there. Would that count as an action?
To move?
No, to smash the lamp.
That'd be an attack, so it would be an action.
Then I can't really do a whole hell of a lot after that.
Did you roll damage?
Oh, no, I didn't.
You had an idea, and you forgot to idea the idea.
That's because I disappeared. It was a 2.
Okay. It's still at triple digits.
Yay.
Good goddamn.
And there's nothing I can do about that.
Yeah. Now it looks like a tree with an arrow in it that has a very small fire, but based off how damp the wood is, it goes out quickly.
It was worth a shot.
Now, is this a flea situation where we're obviously not going to win?
I'm sorry, what's the question?
That's a
Not
great
yet.
question.
No, just to the party. Do we want to think about running away while Baba Saga's gone and regathering, rethinking our whole strategy?
Not yet. I think we got her like halfway down, don't we? Maybe a third of the way down. Who
Yeah,
knows?
she was. I think she was hurting.
Either way,
Okay.
she's gone for 10 rounds.
True.
We
Well,
can,
we can
take this thing
maintain-
down.
We can?
So we can
Okay.
maintain distance from that stupid hut.
Do we think that hut can cross the river? Should we try to
Probably not.
go across and try to pick it off?
All right.
It's not a bad idea.
We keep on talking about this. I'm going to start charging actions.
Okay.
Who's up?
That will be the scarecrows, which are dead. So Laven.
Cool. I am going to. Okay, nobody's near it, so I'm gonna cast lightning arrow.
All right. Go ahead and start. It's going to start off by. Okay. Go ahead and roll to attack.
14 plus 8, 22 to hit.
The arrow lands. So based off of this, I'm making the assumption that you are imbuing a arrow with the spell.
Yes.
So the arrow hits. However, the spell fizzles as soon as it makes contact with the tree. So you can roll normal damage,
Well, that sucks.
and it still costs you the spell slot.
That's very sucky. 8 piercing.
8 piercing damage. Awesome. It now looks like a tree with 2 arrows in it, and a small singe mark.
Making progress.
Mm-hmm.
Sucks hard. I am now going to do something else, I suppose. Do you think the tree would laugh?
You gonna cast Vicious Mockery on it?
I have an arrow of hideous laughter.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Worth a shot.
Well, I don't want to waste a cool thing.
Where do we get that from again?
I don't remember.
Me.
You have that spell?
Yeah.
He's the artificer.
So we can make more?
Maybe you want to save
Yeah.
that till Baba Ganoush shows.
I told you guys that I can make it any shit imbued with spells. That God allows, anyhow.
Alright, I'm gonna go back across the river.
Okay. And then that brings us to the first of 10 rounds in which Baba Saga is banished. And we're at Lucian.
So what's the plan? Are we running across the river from away from the tree?
I think so. And
I
then we
think
can
that's a good idea.
hope it
Just
can't
gonna try
cross, and maybe just pick away at it until Babala Saga comes back.
Okay, I can't do that, so I guess I'll just.
You can't?
I mean, I could shoot my my short bow at it and do like literally no damage.
Well, just throw rocks or something. I'm just saying, like, if it can't get to us, that's what we can
Well,
do.
we don't know
right?
what or do we know what its actual move speed is? So
Either
if we need to get
either-
out of harm's way, then
It still
No, it
hurls
only had to move
rocks.
like one step for us. That's true.
It
It
does.
does hurl rock.
We just get behind the wall.
And how are we supposed to take its hit points down?
I don't know.
Remember, if we talk much more, I'm going to start charging actions.
Okay.
okay, move.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to dash so I can get up to the tree, and I will make a strike with Bieo.
Else.
What?
Roll perception before you do anything else.
Okay. That is a 27.
You see a gem inside the actual hut portion of the creeping hut, and if you could climb your way up there, you see that it's radiating, and you get the idea based off of what you just saw that stone might have some connection as to why Laven's spell arrow fizzled out.
Okay, sure. I'll try to scramble the tree and pry out the stone.
All right, start by making a athletics check. And just to give you a heads up, if you are successful, you can make it probably just to the mouth of the hut.
Okay.
Big roots.
7.
Yeah, you
Sorry,
like
6.
sit there, you jump, you scream maximum effort, and you just bear hug one of the roots. That will count up for your move, but you still have your remaining actions. However, for the record, you're maybe about 5 feet through a 15 feet route.
I guess I'll just attack it then,
All right.
because I don't have all I have is my main action then, because I used my bonus action to dash, because I couldn't get to the tree.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's true. You can't double dash. This isn't Mario Kart.
That's 19 to hit.
19 hits.
And that's gonna be 9 damage.
9 damage.
And that's
Awesome.
it for me.
Cool. That brings us to the hut. Lucian, I'm moving you for this because it's going to move. It won't be attacking you because you are connected to it.
Okay.
It'll go 5, 10, 15, 20. And it's going to make a strike at Esmeralda and a strike at Tony.
Ooh.
Hits Esmeralda, and then for Tony, that's a 27.
Yeah, that'll hit.
We'll take 30 damage to both of you guys.
Fuck.
So that brings her down to there. And then it's going to throw a rock at Leovin. 22.
That will hit me.
21 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ouch. I just forgot something I was going to do last turn, so...
Guess you're doing it next turn. That brings us to Crispin, Hagrid, and Tony.
Can I see the gem at all, or is that just something that Laven can see?
Based on your angle, you can't see into the opening of the hut just yet. So no, you would not be able to see that.
Okay, all of my attack spells are group things, so I'm going to start running towards it.
All right.
Can I see into it now, or should I just keep running towards it and swing at it?
Angle. So the opening is towards the north in this case.
Okay.
So
Then-
if you want to redo your move, because your character would easily be able to see where an opening.
Oh, okay. Then yes, I do want to run towards the opening to try to see if I can see
Cool.
inside of it.
Just remember that the box there is a grease spell, and if you like, you might want to walk around it. Make sure you have movement.
That's fair enough.
Why did the grease spell move?
Why did the grease spell move?
The grease spell should be underneath the hut right now.
Yeah.
To get to the other side.
So does that give the hut a disadvantage then?
No, because the hut is immune to prone.
Stupid hut.
Hut's a dick.
Stupid fucking tree can't fall down.
Oh my god, a little bit of oil. What's it going to do with something with 7 legs?
It's gonna get tree cancer.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna run right up there then.
Yep, so now roll perception.
12 plus what is my 2? It's 14.
You see a lot of junk in there, but there is a really shiny stone. And,
Radiating shiny or?
Really shiny, like, oh my god, I could sell this stone and it might be worth something.
Okay.
Start romancing it.
Boom. Hagrid, D4 inspiration. This is when the party learns if you make movie references, inspiration.
No, yeah, I'm gonna start I'm gonna try to climb the tree then, with the remaining of my 10 feet. I know, yeah. So what's the save for the grease?
Dex throw.
Oh, that is not good. That is a 6 plus a 0. 6.
In like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, when he starts running, his legs just start moving, but he hasn't made contact with the ground, so obviously he's not moving forward. You did that, but because there was grease, you sit and you slide, and you make it right to the base of Baba Lysaga, but you're prone right now.
Okay. Can I use my main action to stand then?
Yeah, so you'll dash, and then
Yeah.
speed to stand.
Okay, and then I will swing at it with the Great Sword of Great Swording again.
With
my bonus action.
You can make an attack with your bonus action?
Oh, I thought we could. Never mind.
You gotta say zoinks, though, if you're just like Shaggy.
Then I'll just do a Cure Wounds on myself, then.
Alright, go ahead and do that.
Level 1. Alright. And that'll give me back 6 plus...
Alright, so Crispin's done, Hagrid and Tony.
Alright, am I able to spell without hitting my Padres?
You certainly could, but remember that the last time someone cast a spell at that tree, it was not useful.
Okay.
Your character definitely saw that and was able to piece that together.
Good point. All right. Well, then I'm going to take a tip from Crispin then, and for my bonus action, cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
And I'm going to make this a 3rd level spell.
Okay.
Give me 18 back. Darn it. I guess I can. Can I use a move as a free action, or
It's your move action.
so is that my main, or
Movement's a separate thing.
Movement's a separate thing. Okay, so I've moved up to where the tree is, and then I will attempt to attack it with my sword.
All right. Go ahead and roll to attack. Actually, hold up. You cast at 3rd level. That's a main action spell. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Just for the sake of not being a dick, roll that back to a 2nd level. How many dice did you get to roll? Was it D8?
Yeah, 3d8s.
Subtract 5 from that, so you're 13 health back, and you can make the attack.
I actually don't know if I want to do that.
All right, then take the 18 and don't attack.
Yeah, I'm done then. Sorry.
No, that's fine. Tony.
That being said, since I am obviously hurting, I'm going to have Ace get my happy ass out of here.
All right. As that happens, there is a attack of opportunity from the tree,
Yep.
but it's a natural 1.
That does not hit.
Natural.
So I'm going to go over there and screw it. I'm going to shoot at it with my thunder cannon.
Okay. Roll to attack.
That's a natural 20.
All right. Roll damage.
So
Guns aren't magic.
that's a total of 14 damage.
14 damage. All right.
And I'm going to use bonus to reload.
Cool. All right. That brings us to the hut. We'll make an attack on Esmeralda and a rock throw to Hagrid. Esmeralda, that's a natural 19, so that's just going to hit. We'll take the damage. Esmeralda looks really shitty. Then rock throw, that's going to be a 22 to hit.
Yes.
All right, 21 bludgeoning damage. That brings us to Laven. Laven, from where you're at, roll perception.
Roll perception.
With advantage because you're an archer, arching and such.
Arching and such. 21.
You see this shining stone as well, and you get the idea that this is partly responsible for the fact why your spell failed. Because how many times have you seen like that shiny of a stone not be magic as fuck?
Once, that's how many.
Yes.
All right, so do we need to remove it from the tree, or can we destroy it on the tree?
That's probably the question. I am going to cast Hunter's Mark.
The spell fizzles.
I can't even do that. Okay. I'm going to aim real good and try to hit it in the stone.
Because you're making a super specific attack on it, you'll roll 2 dice, and it's not advantage or disadvantage. Just take the average rounding down of what those 2 dice come out to be.
Okay. I'm all to add my bardic inspiration thing.
All right. That's a though.
Okay. Ooh, one was a 20. 20 and 9 averaged is
14.
16.
but with my plus thing,
Yeah. So
plus 8.
yeah.
So 17 and 28.
Yep. So you hit, and
Okay.
you specifically roll damage on the stone inside the hut.
10 piercing.
10 piercing. All right. As this comes down, and with any sort of hard stone, you don't actually you hit it directly. It doesn't do damage, but it like flies. It hits off against the wall, comes on the floor, and it bounces down to about right there. So it leaves that crimson sheen that you saw no longer there. And just to give you an idea, there is where the rock is now.
Okay.
It's not. That's what I found in 3 seconds.
I'm gonna try to cross again to get to that spot.
Athletics check.
16.
Oh yeah. This time you are not as cold because your foot landed on marshy ground. I'd say dry ground, but let's face it, it's not.
How big is this rock?
Good question.
It's about the size of your outstretched hand. Yeah, for everyone who hasn't met Scott, he's my height, 6'4", so it's a pretty sizable rock.
So the size of my hand or the size of me?
Size of your hand. Not Liv's, your hand.
Okay.
You mean not Tony's?
Correct.
Can
It's the size of Tony's thorax.
I want to try to pick it up.
All right. You easily pick it up.
Okay.
Yeah, but nothing happens.
See shine with the radiance? No?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to put it in my pocket then.
All right. There's not. Some people might think you're really happy to see them, but there's just a rock in your pocket.
Does it give him a sense of warm calm, like a cup of hot cocoa?
No. Because instead happens.
I'm just trying, that's all.
Yeah, I appreciate you. But as this happens, you see as the branch that Lucian you're holding onto was moving around as it was coming by, and then you just feel it start to get slower and slower and slower. And as it turns out,
Is it the heartstone of the tree?
not a heartstone, but it is currently frozen. It is not moving.
All right, everyone, beat the living hell out of it.
Let's fuck this thing up.
While I have to use the restroom again, so let's take a 5-minute break.
Okay.
What are you drinking? Red Bull? What the hell?
All right, I could use it myself,
Oh,
bro.
my pants on live internet?
Yes.
Because that will we'll start right at the top of the round with Lucian as soon as we return.
Okay.
What do people want, Jay?
Look, start a Kickstarter. If we raise like $10,000, then I'll think about it. That's still not a yes, though.
All right. I'll be right back to you. Did someone just leave the call?
Somebody did.
Oh, Scott got disconnected.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, he's back. I'll be right back, guys.
I accidentally hit end call instead of mute.
All right, I'm back. I'm back, baby doll.
Yep. So just to clarify, the tree is not only apparently frozen, but it has lost its radiance.
Yes.
Okay.
Damn it, NBC Sports. I'm just trying to read that Americans finally did something in sliding down a giant hill.
Yeah, I saw that earlier.
I thought we got go in some sort of a snowboard.
Yes.
He's talking about, like, we got our first medal in luge ever, or men's single luge, whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
By a guy who was ranked 13th before the Olympics started.
Mm-hmm.
I'm back.
And this like awesome German guy had a terrible last run. He was like locked up for a gold, and he ended up 5th.
Yep.
Wow.
Sports ball sometimes includes sleds.
I'm back, guys. Are we waiting on anybody
Yeah,
still?
me too.
Roll call. Lucian's here, Laven's here, Hagrid's here. Tony, where you at? Crispin, where you at?
Yo.
I'm here.
I'm Tony.
Here.
All right. Lucian, you're starting the round.
Okay. I am going to use my action and my bonus action to attack the tree.
Okay.
Am I
Do so with advantage.
Okay.
DM, how many rounds do we have for Baba Ganoush starts back?
Based off your approximation of time, only about 2 rounds have passed.
Okay.
24 DM.
Oh, 24 hits for sure.
Okay.
Roll sneak attack damage because, well, you're attacking a tree.
That's right. Oh man. Okay. 12.
Avengers assemble and attack this tree.
Okay, so that's 27 damage.
Okay.
And then I will also roll for my Flame Tongue Dagger.
Okay.
And that is going to be a 27.
Oh, that hits.
Okay. It's 2d4 damage. That's 5 damage.
All right.
And that's it for me.
Okay. Normally the hut would go right now, but he can't. So, Crispin, Hagrid, Tony.
I'll just come swinging at it with my Great Sword of Great Swords while I'm here.
All right, go ahead and attack.
Ooh, that's a 18 plus 7. That's 25.
25 hits.
Right on. That's 9 damage. And then I want to, for my movement, I want to try to climb up inside it still, into that open face.
All right, athletics check.
13 plus 5. Nice. 18.
Yeah, you get up there.
Sweet.
DC is incredibly lowered when it's not a moving hut anymore.
So can I go inside of it?
Yeah.
All right. Can I see anything?
Yeah,
In
you
this
see.
turn.
Specifically, anything after that, you're gonna have to make a perception check for in your next turn.
Okay. Let me just check one thing real quick. If I cast Thunderwave inside the hut, would I hit anybody else?
Normally, I would say yes, but based off the fact that there are walls coming around, I would say no.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do that at level 1 then.
Okay.
Set it for my bonus action then.
Automatically fails its check. Roll damage.
Right on.
That's a
D8. 7, 2, 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay.
And that's
As this comes around, for everybody who, except for Leovan, who does not have a direct shot of this, you just hear a loud sound. The tree expands a little bit and comes back down. You just.
I think he farted.
Hagrid and Tony.
All right. For my bonus action, I want to cast Guiding Bolt.
All right, roll to hit.
But as I'm doing this incantation, I want to reach beneath my armor and invoke my tattoo. And in addition to the guiding bolt, I want to hit the tree with searing smite.
To give you a heads up on this, smite requires a melee attack.
Okay.
Yep.
So guiding bolt then.
All right. Guiding bolt requires a roll to hit for you, I believe.
And that is a 19.
You successfully hit a tree.
4d6 radiant. 19 radiant damage.
Okay.
And
That was the first thing that looked like it actually deformed the tree. Well, except for the giant fart, as you perceived.
all right. And then I move in and want to use a melee attack,
Okay.
invoking my tattoo.
Sweet deal.
And the 24 hit.
Oh, for sure.
Does my blessed sword come into play at this point in time also?
It can. What did I say specifically the blessed sword can do?
I am not sure. That's why I was asking.
Anybody have an answer to that? This happened before we went to Court of the Dragon Queen, so I don't remember that offhand.
I don't remember what it was effective against. If it was just undead or if it was just living, I don't remember.
Yeah. I'd say it would have been damage against the undead. It would have given you anything that was dead had weakness to that damage. So I would.
Well, we weren't really fighting undead in Horde, and a blessed weapon is blessed. I just don't remember if it. You told me one time that it, or not you, but at one time I do remember it was negated, and I don't remember what that specific condition was.
Yeah, I can't remember. So I'll look it up. I'll check the streams, and I'm sorry for forgetting.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
I do.
I don't
Now,
think any
isn't
of the
this
rest
just
of
an
us have
undead
it.
tree, though? Couldn't one call this hut an undead tree?
No.
Well, yeah, no, that's the thing. I don't think a blessed item would have to have. I mean, I understand it. It seems like it would work against evil and undead more effectively.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll sit there and I'll make it right after the session.
Okay. All right. So the hit counts and using my tattoo. Let's roll for the hit first. That's 11 slashing.
Okay.
Plus, I want to use divine, and that gives it an additional 5 radiant.
Okay.
And the tattoo is a 2d6. So that's 5 extra fire damage.
Okay.
And that is probably it.
All right, Tony.
All right. Let's see here. Spells. Can I do... Where'd it go? A Ray of Frost on the tree.
Yeah.
Since it's a cantrip, I want to do that. I'm doing the wrong thing.
Nice. Go the other way. Let's change it up. Keep it guessing, right?
Yep. That's a total of 20.
That hits.
Beauty.
And damage on Ray of Frost is... Oh, I didn't want Ray of Sickness.
It's 1d8.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 2d8 because you're level. Yeah.
Okay, 2d8. Which one are those again? There.
They're the ones that are stabby on both ends.
Fucking unplug it one more time.
That is a 9.
Nice.
And that's a cantrip. So that counts as a bonus action, right?
Yep.
All right, then can I do... Oh, crap, I keep clicking the wrong thing. Let's try Ray of Sickness on it. See if I can make a tree sick.
What was the status effect that creates?
Ray of Frost does...
Not Ray of Frost, Ray of Sickness.
Ray of Frost is minus 10 feet. Ray of Sickness is...
What's the condition?
That's what I'm looking up. Give me a second. Takes 2d8 poison damage and must make a Constitution saving throw.
All right. Go ahead and roll the hit.
That is a 16.
It would have hit, but the tree can't throw up. It's a tree. Nothing happens.
But I could poison it. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm done.
The specific damage immunity.
Ah, good deal. All right, let me check that off.
Now you know.
Knowing's half the battle.
Mm-hmm. That brings us to Laven.
All right, I'm going to switch over to my flaming longsword.
Okay.
I'm going to come here. I am going to Hunter's Mark it now.
Successfully this time.
Yes. And I'm going to start swinging.
All right.
16 to hit.
Hits.
And that'll do...
If only you bought an axe instead of a hammer.
Same deal. 4 slashing and 3 fire.
So 7 damage total. Okay.
And hack again. 12 to hit.
12 will not hit. So you connect with the stationary tree, but based off of just one prior wound into it, it just turned your blade the wrong way, and it ends up hitting with the flat side.
By the way, I forgot to roll my Hunter's Mark earlier, and that was a 3.
All right. There you go.
And then I'm done.
All right. Lucian.
Just as a point of battle chatter, guys, since we've removed the stone from the tree, I don't know if that's going to have an effect when Baba Lysaga returns. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, so let's burn this thing down.
Well, I get that. I just don't know if it's going to actually affect it since we've seemingly taken the effectiveness out of the tree itself, or the hut. So just, you know,
And Elsmore, it's like, no, he's got a point. Let's burn this fucker down.
something to consider when we obtain the information that she is coming back at some point in time. So spell slots and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
You said it was my turn?
Yep.
Can I see the scarecrows from where I am? Are they still moving towards us?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, you can't see them, and nope.
So I can see them and know they're not?
Correct.
Cool. Got it. All right. I'm just going to keep, like, yayo in one hand and my dagger in the other, just like on the inside of this tree.
All right, taking your angers out on wood.
All right, that's a 17.
17 hits. Roll a sneak attack damage.
All right.
More unsuspecting nature.
Uh, 28 damage from yayo.
How do you want to do this?
I just wanted to, like, as I'm just like swinging and like windmilling both arms, just cutting this tree. The dagger of Flame Tongue takes out a chunk in the root, and then Bieo comes through and just like thunk, straight through the root, and it like cracks off.
All right, congratulations. You had the same effect as pollution on a tree.
Yes.
Yeah. At this point, Esmeralda dropped all that. Knocked down, took a while to get back up because, to be honest, I totally forgot that she was on the map. But she'll sit there and come to like where Baba Saga was, and begins to look at Haggard's like, "How did you do that? Can you make all my problems disappear?"
Now, just remember that, sweetie, in case you decide to turn on us.
Crispin, is that amulet inside there?
That's what I was gonna take a look for.
Roll perception.
Oh, that's not bad. That's 20 adjusted.
Yeah, like as you get there, it's surprisingly neat for living inside of a tree. There is like a small bust that you see, and this bust is of Strahd Zurich. Because, of course, nothing in here is complete without also being somewhat creepy. And there's there's an amulet that is right over the neck of this bust of Strahd. And inside, it has an inscription, and let me change the page so I can tell you what the inscription says. It's a platinum amulet that you see.
Whoever's got the music playing in the
now.
background needs to mute their mic because it's overriding Jay's audio.
Yep. So it's got a it's like it looks like a sun on the outside, and then there's like a weaving around it. And you see a giant weaving that looks like an angel on it with a giant gem in the center. It's a platinum amulet. Yeah. So you see it.
All right. Yeah, I wanna grab it then.
Some of them look like, once again, it is love letters to Strahd, much like Lady Watcher.
All right. Yeah, I just wanna grab the amulet then.
So not only that, you see the bones of Saint Markovia.
Oh no.
Specifically a thigh bone.
Are they scattered all over the place after the thunder wave?
Yes.
I thought it was St. Andrews that we were supposed to be fighting.
I'm sorry, thank you. That's it.
St. Angel?
Andrel.
Andrel, man.
There's so many people in here.
Crispin, what's in there?
A bunch of scattered bones?
Oh yeah, grab those.
Yes. Get them.
You guys are weird, but okay.
I know.
Don't question, just do it.
I'll grab the bones and the amulet.
All right.
And is the bust of Strahd, is that made out of metal?
No, it's made out of stone.
Okay, then never mind. I won't melt it.
You can bust the bust.
Stone. It's nice.
Wait, here, take my hammer.
Guys, isn't she coming back?
How dry are the internals of this house?
Based off of that, yes, that's a very appropriate question. At that point, she comes back. So she no longer has the vapors. Yeah. And then you guys are so lucky. Esmeralda is sitting there, tiny like sliver of iron, putting her hand out, and Baba Saga's paralyzed. Goes like, "Hey guys, don't worry, she's just here. Don't get excited about the loot until after everyone's dead." Kind of the order of events.
All right, so are we still in battle order or what?
Yes. Seriously, any time now. Crispin, Hagrid, and Tony.
All right.
Crispin, I guess he needs to get out of the...
Yeah, I'll jump out of the tree.
All right, athletics check.
That is a 4 plus 5, 9.
You take a 3-point landing,
Okay.
and you hit your knee a little bit too hard. You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. And how much of my movement is that? Is that all of it, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Based off the amount you had to fall, yeah.
Okay. I think I'm gonna end my turn then.
All right. Hagrid, Tony.
All right, since I think I'm within range. Oh, most definitely. I want to use as my bonus action Sacred Flame against Lasagna, Lasagna, whatever.
Baba lasagna.
And that.
Mama's lasagna.
Mama's lasagna.
Well, actually, I didn't have to roll to hit. She has to roll to save on a dexterity.
Then she automatically fails.
Okay.
Right, Jay, you said she's under a hold person?
Yep.
Cool.
That's what happens. I roll a 3 for a wisdom saving throw. I was going to have so much fun killing you guys, and then you sit there and banish.
Dude, I thought for sure that we were going to be like immediately just dead and defeated. That was going awful.
Well, one of us was immediately dead. So.
I focused on yet.
Oh, yeah.
Say, I had two things up my sleeve because I have
9 radiant damage on the person that's still alive that can still kill us. Number of finger of death.
Thank you. Somebody's listening to Esmeralda.
Okay, did you count that?
Yep, counted.
Okay. That's gonna end my turn.
You said
All right.
you said you did that as your bonus action.
Yeah, but I don't think I'm close enough to get to her.
You can move.
Well, I could move. All right.
Don't tell me how to move my character, Corey.
Boy, I said boy.
All right, Tony.
Give me a second.
In the meantime, Laven.
Come on, Chub Chub.
I'm going to get her.
Oh man, you can get her.
How'd you?
You can't have that.
Just remember, she's fugly.
I'll cover my eyes.
What are you doing?
I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on her,
Okay. Here's your bonus action.
and then I'm swinging my longsword.
You are so lucky you cast Hunter's Mark on there because that prevents you from having the eyes closed disadvantage.
I know what I'm doing here.
Wait, why are we supposed to not look at her?
No, where they're at. If they're, you know.
This is not my first time killing evil.
Okay, Stan.
That is a 16 to hit
16 hits.
with 5 slashing, 2 fire, and 2 Hunter's Mark.
How do you want to do this?
I get too close and realize I do not want to see this, so I cover my eyes, swing my longsword blindly, and yeah.
All right. As you do that, and you take your longsword out, and you sit there and you look at her visage, and it's like at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark when they're staring at the Ark of the Covenant when it's opened, and it's the face looks like it's melting it, and then you just goes like you throw open your mouth a little bit and just go one hand covering over the other and you just blindly slash, and you hit the neck cleanly, and as you look, you see Baba Lysaga's body, but her kappa was detated. And it's still melting. It's just melting on the marsh now.
Totally planned that, guys.
That's awesome.
Hip hip, hooray!
Yeah, we killed some major shit today.
Mm-hmm.
Should we keep the...
She sits there and she begins to breathe heavy and she goes like, I just want to say for a second, that fucking sucked.
I thought it was fun.
I don't know. I wasn't going to say it at the time that you guys were talking about it, but I was just as worried as you guys were when that freaking hut started annihilating shit.
Well, so I have these 4 potions of invulnerability, so I was going to hand those out.
Question. What are the Anti-Strahd's castle can do that?
I hope they're incredibly low.
Hagrid, you might want to take a look at this. And I kind of toss him the amulet.
All right. Roll a ranged attack without your proficiency. We're just going to treat this as an improvised weapon.
Okay. That is a 16.
What's your AC, Hagrid?
My AC is 19.
You can choose to dodge this if you want. You can dodge. The choice is yours.
I'll just grab it as he's tossing it to me. How's that?
That's absolutely fine, because now I have to read some things.
I want to pick up the kappa that I just detated.
It's ugly as fuck and still melting.
This was Strahd's second wife?
No, she was
midwife.
The midwife.
Yeah, so the middle one, right?
No. That means she was the attendant at his...
Take another D6. Like, catch all inspiration.
Yay.
Sometimes I forget just how far in the woods you grew up.
D4, catch all inspiration. Alright, here's what you need to know. Holy symbol of Ravenkind begins to shine and gleam in your hands. The holy symbol of Ravenkind is a unique holy symbol to the sacred good-hearted faithful in Barovia. It predates the establishment of any church in Barovia. According to legend, it was delivered to a paladin named Lujdana by a giant raven who appeared as an angel in the form of a giant raven. The paladin used the holy symbol to root out and destroy nests of vampires until her death. The high priest of Ravenloft kept and wore the holy symbol after the paladin's passing. The holy symbol has 10 charges and has the following properties. It regains 1d6 plus 4 charges daily once dawn happens. It can hold vampires. As an action, you expend 1 charge and present the holy symbol to make it flare with holy power. Vampires in their spawn within 30 feet have to make a wisdom saving throw, and I'll shoot you a picture of all of this. On a failed save, the target is paralyzed for 1 minute. It can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns to end the effect. It can also have 3 charges of turn undead, and for 5 charges, you can force it to create bright light for a 30-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30 feet after that, lasting for 10 minutes. Vampires are weak to that form of light.
I guess that's why it's important we got it.
Yeah.
And everybody can level up.
Done. Done.
And hold on one second. Let's take this photo right meow. And no, that's just a gif of a guy playing guitar solos. There we go. Check your text messages.
I gotta tell you guys, I am incredibly stoked to be level 10 right now.
Fuck yeah.
I don't really get that much cool stuff, but
You guys will find out over the course of time just how cool level 10 is for me.
Wait, we're at level 10 right now?
Yes.
Jay, that has
Okay.
got to be hands down the blurriest picture I've ever seen in my life.
Thanks.
Sorry for the quality, but I don't care.
is this one of those live photos? Nope, it's just completely useless.
Can't read a single word on it.
I'll try doing a nice thing for you guys.
I appreciate the thought, I guess.
I told you not to drink all those Red Bull.
I'm sorry, this is me seeing through time. You know, just for that, finger of death on all of you.
Yeah, I was actually really worried after that happened, but
She only had one charge at that level, so she could have cast it one more time at the 8th level and done more damage. But then I couldn't do the really cool shit.
fuck. 64. I had to look down at my hit points. I'm like, oh my god, I'm dead.
That would have actually killed me.
Yeah, just to let you know, if that actually kills you, there's no death saving throws. You're automatically a zombie.
Oh, jeez.
Jesus fuck.
I don't think I'd like Hagrid Zombie. Or Zombie Hagrid, whichever way you want to say.
No, because he'd punch you in the nose and then he'd eat you.
Makes you better. You can act like Sid from Soul Eater.
Oh, I'm gonna throw the bones down and say, here's the dead guy you guys wanted.
Oh, yeah. Guys,
You find everything except for a skull.
do we need that?
Are we sure it wasn't her skull?
It just said the bones of, not the entire
Shoot.
skeleton of.
Well, she
Yeah.
flies around on a skull, though.
Agreement, as long as we bring 2 of these bones, we fulfilled our end of the agreement.
Sweet.
We never said the skeleton of St. Andrel.
Yeah, but I think we need all of it so that way we can have them bless our weapons again. It wasn't necessarily like, hey, go do this. It was like, hey, do this so we can bless your shit.
Look, if they're not going to bless our shit because we forgot one bone, hate them. Yeah, then they can hate us because they ain't us.
Esmeralda, it wasn't because they didn't do it because they were missing. They can't do it without the skeleton.
Oh, fuck it. Go look for the fucking face bones.
All right, I'll clamber back up into the tree to try to find the skull of St. Andrel.
What if they're in the decaying mass of Baba Saga herself?
You think she
Yeah.
ate it?
No, she flies around on
Come
it.
on, she
Oh,
could have
yeah.
kept it in her whatever.
Oh my god, just take her body and let's go.
Wow. Okay.
Tony, poke her with a stick.
I'm keeping the
There is no her left. It's a pile of goo.
I'll poke the pile of goo with a stick.
Well, if there's not a goo-covered skeleton or a skull, then let's go look in the.
True.
Oh, nobody has to roll perception on it. Roll perception.
All right, I'll roll perception. Good goddamn.
What are we rolling perception on?
To see
goo
if this
puddle.
stop bubbles.
13.
Oh yeah, I was about to investigate her.
She's got a satchel.
She's got what?
She's got a satchel.
I open the satchel.
Inside is a whole fucking shit ton of component parts and a goddamn skull.
Pull out the skull with my fingers in its eyes and thumb in its mouth like it's a goddamn bowling ball. I got it. Let's go.
Are we
Actually,
sure that's the right skull?
She flies on that?
I think
Its
she
name is
just,
Carmine, by the way.
if there's a spell that enlarges it.
Oh.
I just imagine her riding it around like Frieza.
Let's go already.
Yeah. Okay. So do we want to go back to Valakai, guys, or let's continue on to the Amber?
Whichever. I'm all right.
All right. Well, I mean, our plan was to just hit the road again.
Well, should we return the dead guy's bones?
We could put him in the bag of holding.
Okay.
We'll need to do that we'll need to get our weapons blessed before we go take on Strahd.
Yeah.
But I think we can belay that for now.
Get better weapons.
Yeah.
All right. With that being said, we're going to close the chapter. We'll let everybody go up to level 10, and we'll end the session for this week. Yeah, that's a great thing about this is there wasn't really a lot to do down here, other than fuck this person up.
That was gnarly.
Yay, banishment.
Yeah, seriously, that was clutch.
That was the MVP move of the day.
Yeah.
That was absolutely clutch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when she did those 64 points of damage to you, Hagrid, and then when that tree just came in and like utterly raped me and Crispin, I was like, oh my god, we've made a huge mistake coming here.
Well,
when you're watching Arrested Development and it just comes down to I've made a huge mistake.
At that point in time, I totally discounted the fact that the hut might do anything, and I was focused on her.
Was that?
Yeah.
Was that technically layer actions?
Oh, that was stupid.
That was a construct.
Oh, okay. Man, that was insane. It's good though that like she had to burn all of her legendary actions early, and then you banished her before she recharged any. How many would she have recharged? Did she get like one at the beginning of every round back?
One per round, yeah.
One per round. Yeah. The simple fact of the matter is she was casting shit through being held. I'm glad that she didn't have those legendary actions.
Right.
Alright, I am ending the stream.